Hello everyone, I hope you're doing absolutely well. My name is Gautam and welcome back to the channel. So sir, आज की video is one of the most important videos I feel that I'm sharing with you. This is something that I wanted some senior or some teacher or some mentor or some guide would have shared with me, like just out of school, newly into college, what should I do? क्या करना चाहिए? Shall I go into finance? Shall I go into marketing? Shall I go into accounting? तो क्या roles रहते हैं? What shall I go in? I want to earn a lot of money, but at the same time I want to learn a lot of things. I want to learn a lot of skills, equip myself with the latest informations. So how can I do that yet leverage my skill set that I have learned from school and college and apply it? So this is the video I wanted to share with each one of you, and I hope with this video you're able to take a decision if you want to if you want to go and create a career in finance. And sir, so let us start. How can we pivot into the roles of finance directly out of class 12? So sir, आपकी class 12th हो गई है. What to do next? Do you want to go for graduation? What will you pursue? Will you pursue BCom, BBA, CA, MBA, ACCA, or you can directly start with CFA? Yes, this is one query. A lot of people reached out to me over LinkedIn also. So I thought, why not I create a dedicated video on this and I share my bit of learnings with you guys. And see, first thing to understand is if your dream or if you aspire to have a role in core finance, like where you're working with banks in investment banking, you're working as a venture capitalist, you're working in private equity, you're managing portfolios, you are managing wealth, huge amounts of wealth, you're managing assets of HNIs, high net worth individuals, or if you want to even break into consulting. For that very reason, I feel CFA would be one of the most smart moves at this point in time, at this point in age, you can go into. So CFA should then be your smartest move. तो सर इस वीडियो का क्या क्रक्स है, what is the entire sar of the video is I am wanting to share a career roadmap to you so that you can take a decision. Do you want to pivot into finance? Do you want to make a career out in finance? ठीक है. तो first question comes, why would finance be even relevant and why is finance the career of the future? I would suggest कि, see, being a chartered accountant myself, I thought finance fields, when we talk about finance, we always think about financial statements. So I thought it was always reserved for chartered accountants. But this is not the case. It is reserved for just one person, one type of people, and those are skilled professionals. Any person, if you're skilled, and if you know how to build models, you know how to read numbers, you know how to read financial statements, you know how to analyze those, you understand businesses, कि वो business करते कैसे हैं, then you're the right person. And then the field of finance is for you, and you can create enormous amount of wealth, and you can have a really lucrative career over here. So finance fields are just not for chartered accountants. India's economy right now is on fire. It is booming. It is expanding like anything. Markets are expanding, and even offices, global offices, are opening they're opening their offshore entities here in India, in Hyderabad, in Mumbai, in all the metro cities. So this is the opportunity that we can leverage on, and this is the opportunity that we should just हमें बस पकड़ लेना चाहिए and capitalize on this opportunity. ठीक है. There is a massive demand for finance professionals, and this is just for not accountants. This is for bankers, analysts, portfolio managers, risk experts. So who will bridge this gap? This gap will be bridged by people, by professionals, by those skilled people who know how to read financial statements, who know how to build models, who know how to read the stock markets, to understand numbers. उनसे ये चीजें bridge होंगी. So if you want to work in core finance, you need one qualification that is global, that is specialized, and that is globally respected. And that is where the CFA program comes. That is where the CFA program comes handy, and you will be able to build a very nice career out of this. So I'll just give an introduction. What is the CFA? ताकि you know about, you have a bird's eye view कि होता क्या है CFA. Is it like just another degree? जैसे CA सुना हुआ है, CS सुना हुआ है, Cost and Management Accounting CA में सुना है. CFA भी एक ऐसी डिग्री है. So I'll tell you what is CFA. CFA stands for Chartered Financial Analysts. This is the gold standard in finance. This is a a program, a degree course that the US Institute certifies that you are a chartered financial analyst. कल को if someone wants to analyze financial statements, आपसे बढ़िया कोई नहीं कर पाएगा if you are a CFA. Although they are not explicitly marketing this, but with the tools, with the knowledge, with the skill set that you are equipped with during the program, you are well versed with how to read financial statements, and that is very, very important. It covers everything that is related to finance. You talk about equity, you talk about bond markets, you talk about derivatives, portfolio management, how do we manage people's money, alternate investments, financial statement analysis. जो financial statements होती है जो फाइल करते हैं with the stock exchanges या annual reports में जो आती है, उनको read कैसे करते हैं, उसकी basis पे हम investment decisions कैसे लेते हैं, या be it about economics, because economics, trust me, is one of the most important thing. The geopolitics that is happening right now, understanding effects kya hote hain of different policies. You sitting in India have an effect on a policy that is being brought out by Russia or by the US. Okay, so how can we understand that? The CFA program helps you condense all that information. The exam is a 3-leveled exam. लेवल 1, लेवल 2 एंड लेवल 3 आगे पढ़ेंगे हम कौन कौन से लेवल्स कैसे कैसे कर सकते हैं. एंड इफ़ यू आर फोकस्ड यू कैन क्लियर ऑल द 3 लेवल्स इन 2.5 प्रिपरेशन पीरियड. तो इट डिपेंड्स ऑन योर सिंसियरिटी, इट डिपेंड्स ऑन योर कमिटमेंट. ठीक है, इफ़ यू आर वेरी फोकस्ड कि येस यू वांट टू बिल्ड अ करियर इन कोर फाइनेंस, दिस इज द रोड मैप आई एम टेलिंग यू. दिस इज गोइंग टू ब्लो इन द कमिंग डेकेड. This is designed to make you an expert in investments, in valuation, in markets, and in corporate finance. How do corporate houses manage finances? How do they take investment decisions? How do they take capital decisions कि कुछ खरीदना है, कुछ बेचना है? Should they start a new venture? है ना? So for that very reason, CFA comes in very, very helpful. In short, this is the passport if you want to work in finance. है ना? Just not in India, but abroad, in any place outside India also, it has a global recognition. That is the plus point. What can be your path after class 12? So first you should choose a bachelor's degree that you can pursue, BBA, BCom, or any other degree that comes to your mind. You can pursue it. The CFA program tells you that you can sit for your level 1 in your second year of graduation. तो अगर आपने अभी class 12 करी है, you enroll, you do not enroll for the CFA program, you enroll in your graduation course. फर्स्ट ईयर आप एक प्रेप के लिए ले लो. यू टेक योर फर्स्ट ईयर एज प्रेपरेशन वेयर यू कैन प्रिपेयर फॉर लेवल 1. यू कैन सी डज इट अलाइन विद योर ऑब्जेक्टिव्स. आपको फाइनेंस पढ़ना भी है या नहीं पढ़ना है, आप वो पढ़ो. एंड देन इन योर सेकेंड ईयर यू कैन सिट फॉर योर लेवल 1 एग्जाम. सिट फॉर योर लेवल 1 एग्जाम, देखो कैसे होता है एग्जाम. ठीक है, देर इज़ नो रिस्ट्रिक्शन. आप एक कॉमर्स बैकग्राउंड से हो, आप नहीं हो, इंजीनियरिंग, लॉ, मेडिकल स्टूडेंट्स कैन ऑल्सो सिट फॉर द एग्जाम. That is the beauty of this exam. I know a friend of mine who was pursuing engineering. He is now sitting for his level 2. He has his level 2 in November. So he shares things with me ki what he had studied in engineering, his job is not applying those concepts, but at least he's now taking up a skill set that requires real knowledge. So that is very, very important. You can start CFA very early. You can attempt one in your second year of graduation. And by the time you graduate, once you clear your third year, but if you're an engineering student, so you have 4 years. By the end of your graduation, you will be able to complete your level 1 and level 2. And trust me, when you complete level 2, your chances of being employed increase drastically. People are wanting to hire a level 2 cleared candidate. इसके साथ साथ you should build internships and skills. You should target internships at brokerage firms. I put a lot of posts on LinkedIn wherein you can get a lot of opportunities to work with banks, with brokerage houses, with boutique investment banking firms, with equity research firms. Go for them, apply and work. पता चलेगा आपको कि what real groundwork happens behind finance roles. At the same time, equip yourself with very, very tangible skills like Excel हो गया, financial modeling के skills हो गए, valuation के जो skills होते हैं, छोटे छोटे courses आते हैं. Read about them, understand about them, get yourself enrolled and see. There's a lot of content on YouTube also. YouTube, Udemy, LinkedIn Learning, all these resources will come in handy for you. So go and sit and understand how we read financial statements, how do we forecast financial statements, how do we model them. उसके basis पे you will be taking investment decisions 2-3 years, 4 years down the lane. तो उससे पहले at least mimic the entire scenario कि are you willing to do that? Does it align with your objectives? That is very important. And lastly, After level 2, there are increased opportunities in opportunities like in equity research, portfolio management, जैसे मैंने बताया था, brokerage firms are willing to hire you. And by level 3, when you complete your level 3, there is about 4,000 hours you need, 3,000 or 4,000 hours of work experience you need, and then you get a charter, and then you're set to be a CFA charter holder. When you've cleared your CFA plus your work ex, you are set to be a CFA charter holder. This is in itself a global recognition to you. एंड आई टेल यू, आप CFA आपने अपने CV पे, अपने रिज्यूमे पे किसी भी एम्प्लॉयर को बताया, इट इज़ अ डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन ऑफ योर ग्रिट, it is a demonstration of your commitment. I am telling you, people are willing to hire CFA professionals, one, because it shows that you're looking at courses beyond India. Right now people are very India centric कि हम ये वाला कोर्स करेंगे, हम CA करेंगे, CS करेंगे, CMA करेंगे. I'm not saying these are not nice, go for it, but at the same time also have an open mind and see what the globe requires right now. What are the global requirements? The economies, markets are opening up. You should be one who has the entire skill. अब वो इंडिया में काम करना पड़े, दुबई में काम करना पड़े, US में काम करना पड़े, in any part of Europe काम करना पड़े, you are already equipped with all the skill. So this is just a bird's eye view where I tell you about CFA and other courses. Mind you, in any way I'm not trying to compare or demean any course, but very important is to understand what the CFA program gives you. It's very important to take back. So if you talk about CA, this is focused entirely on accounting and auditing. I also, when I was doing my articleship with KPMG, my entire work revolved around auditing, accounting, looking at compliance, looking at internal controls, checking is it done or not. I was not able to move beyond it. So that is when I took a decision कि यार ये सब तो ठीक है, I am wanting to take decision, I am wanting to read beyond financial statements. Financial statements बना दिए, beyond क्या कर सकते हैं? That is very important. Then comes MBA. MBA gives you a broader skill set, but at the same time, it comes with a lot of financial burden also. It would cost about 20 to 60 lakhs if you're taking from a very good Indian business school, or if you go abroad. And majorly, colleges need your CAT या GMAT का score, so that is also one you should keep in mind. उसके बाद, if you are inclined towards accounting or taxation, ACC is also a very good course. See, what I'm wanting to communicate over here is look for global courses. That is the need of the hour. There is no competition at the moment. People are not looking at these courses. This is where you get the first mover advantage. So go for it and get yourself enrolled, see for yourself, and this will pay off. This will pay off in such multiplier effect that you will yourself be shocked कि यार क्या बता दिया सर, बहुत बढ़िया चीज़ है. So ACC is also a global accounting course, but it is tilted towards financial reporting and taxation. So if that is your liking, if you have an inclination, उस side तो आप उसके लिए चले जाओ. And then comes CFA, which specializes in core finance roles and talks about investments. So if you see, यहाँ पे the investment is a bit less when we compare it to MBA. Obviously, it is about 2 to 3 lakhs in the 3 year का period. But if you write for scholarships to the CFA Institute, about 60% of your fee gets waived off and you get a scholarship. Do let me know if you want a video, how can we apply for the scholarship. There is a draft application we write to the institute, then they look into the application. So you can let me know. I can walk you through the entire process. How do we write the application, क्या eligibility requirements होती है. I can share a draft, what I wrote, है ना. So that is one. Then आता है who should do CFA after class 12. करना भी चाहिए, नहीं करना चाहिए. Who should do it? People who are like passionate about the stock market, investments and core finance. ठीक है. When you see the financial statements, अगर आपको investments दिख रही है वहाँ पे, property plant equipment दिख रहा है आपको leases दिख रहा है, you want to understand कि यार what is it trying to communicate. You want to read between the lines, you want to read beyond the figures, you're wanting to understand what is the impact. So this is for you. Then you should understand, क्योंकि वहाँ पे there will be a lot of analysis. Number crunching after a point in time बंद हो जाएगा, बट आपको वहाँ पे एनालिसिस बहुत करना पड़ेगा कि अगर ये हुआ, अगर वो हुआ, अलग अलग सिनेरियोज के साथ देखना पड़ेगा. तो इफ यू आर inclined towards that, you are passionate about that, then you should take up the CFA course. If you are aiming for a global career in finance, even non-commerce students who are wanting to pivot into finance can take up this course. This is where you are able to pivot and change the entire trajectory of your career. That is one of the best things I feel. I was also able to do the same. And also, if you don't want to spend 50 lakhs but want a global recognition at the same time. But very, very important is what type of people should not go for the CFA. Even you should not look towards it. if you're hating numbers or markets, you do not want to analyze, you do not want to see beyond numbers, है ना, तो the CFA is not for you. आप drop कर दो, this is not for you. If you think this is a get quick rich scheme, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. You will have to put in the hours, there will be a lot of commitment that you will give, क्योंकि each level of the exam requires an outlay of almost a lakh, 1.2 lakh of rupees. So yes, it is like financially it is demanding, you will have to put in an amount, but at the same time the payoff is, I'm telling you, multitudinal. It is a multiplier thing, but only if you are committed to the course, only then. And then CFA requires its own focused efforts. अगर आपको लग रहा है कि हम यार ऐसे ही बैठ जाएंगे एग्जाम के लिए, थिंकिंग इट टू बी लाइक जस्ट अनदर ग्रेजुएटिंग एग्जाम, बीकॉम बीबीए में जैसे बैठते हैं हम, हमें ही पता है एक दिन पहले सर पढ़ रहे हैं हम, एंड वी जस्ट सिट फॉर द एग्जाम और पास भी हो जाते हैं. बट CFA इज नॉट दैट काइंड ऑफ अ कोर्स, है ना. It will require a lot of commitment and efforts from your end. So what I took back when I was sitting for my, like when I was contemplating my thought कि CFA करना चाहिए नहीं करना चाहिए, I was उस time I was in my CA inter, and I had thought I had cleared my CA inter, और फिर मुझे लगा था यार CA inter करने के बाद भी रियल लाइफ कुछ मैं पढ़ नहीं पा रहा हूँ, कुछ मैं समझ ही नहीं पा रहा हूँ. That is when I came across the CFA course. I read about it. I heard a lot of webinars, seminars about it, and then I took a call. It was also a very well calculated call. ऐसा नहीं था कि I just jumped off the wagon. I also took a very thought through call. But I honestly tell you, after sitting for level 1, yeah, in the process of preparing for level 1, I saw my mind open. I started reading newspapers. I started looking at everything from a very different lens. उससे पहले I used to just study रट के I have to study ताकि बस एग्जाम क्लियर हो जाए. But after when I enrolled for the course and I started studying, I thought कि there is a lot of things that we do not know, है ना. So might as well focus on things which you can gain knowledge and insights into. So that has been my experience. If you want to go into more detail, drop a comment. I'll share my personal experience. कैसा रहा. The CFA course has been one of the most enriching experiences of my life, I tell you. Apart from CA, let's not get into CA abhi. So CFA is the smartest and the most affordable way right now if you want to break into core finance roles. Okay, so that is what I wanted to share. Study smarter, clear CFA faster. That is our tagline. We are bringing a course on CFA. In no way this is a marketing, but the main reason for this video was to get that awareness. You should be aware of the courses that are happening around. Yes, it is demanding financially, but not very demanding intellectually. हम ट्रेंड ही ऐसे हुए हैं, इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स हम ऐसे ट्रेंड हुए हैं कि हम नंबर्स में बहुत स्ट्रांग है, हम एनालिसिस में थोड़ा हो सकता है वीक हो, बट ओवर टाइम वी कैन ब्रिज दैट गैप. So it is very important to look at the exam very strategically and tactically, and with this we'll be able to chase the exam, we'll be able to clear the exam with the best of percentiles. Okay, so sir, this is what I wanted to share. This is the budding opportunity I'm telling you of the next decade. Get onto the bus and you will see your career skyrocket. Okay, I'll not take much of your time. I hope I was able to add value. I was able to give you a roadmap ki should you go into roles of finance, should you take up the CFA program, is it the right choice for you. If you were able to get a perspective, अगर आपको अच्छा लगा, do let me know. Hit the like button, do subscribe, share it ahead with your friends, and if you have any feedback, please do share. Would love to hear what you want to share with me. Yeah, thank you. See you in another video. Bye bye.